Hey, what's going on, everyone? I want to say thank you for watching this video. In this video, I will be showing you how to import users in Okta. So please go to your Okta portal. Within your Okta portal, I want you to click over here to directory. This is where we're going to be playing at for the next couple of videos. And we're going to go to people. Now within people, you'll see that I have two users here for right now. And what I want to do is I want to come over here to more actions on your screen. And what you'll do is you'll see this import users from CSV, right? So one of the cool things that Okta provides you is you say, hey, import users to CSV, but you might be thinking, so well, what about the format and how am I supposed to do this so that this way the system can read it? If you know about doing any type of imports within any system, the system has a way of reading information, and if you don't put the information in the right order, then it will not go through correctly. So what we're going to do here is what Okta does is really nice because they said according to this template. So if you click on this template, it will ask you to download it, and then once you download it, you will get an Excel document. So I'm going to bring up my Excel document. Okay, so this is my Excel document. I already went ahead and put some information in here, but what I want to do is, let me zoom in a bit. You'll get all this information. So login, first name, last name, middle name, honor, prefix, nickname, all this other stuff here that you get to fill in. And this is from the profiles, right? So this is going to be your user profile information. Remember, it starts you off with these user profiles. In the last video, I went and clicked on user profiles and you saw all this information like address, city, all that good stuff. But in order for us to get going with Okta, let me back up a little bit. We only need a few things that we need to put in, right? So we need first, which is going to be the login name, first name, last name you could put in there, and email is definitely something you need to put in. And then we're also going to have you put in for a display name. So you can create your own information if you like. What I did is I created some, dummy Gmail accounts so that I can use for the data import. So back over at the Okta screen, where you can see I have my import CSV, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload my CSV. So this is a good learning experience. If you get this message where it says import users from CSV, and it says please review the CSV file and correct the following errors, CSV does not contain any users to update. What most likely happened is when you were in your Excel document, you didn't hit file save. So please go ahead and click on file save. What I did is I clicked on file save because you might have saved it to your desktop, which I did, but I didn't. I saved it to the desktop where I should say I downloaded it to the desktop, but I didn't save it once I put the information in. So this is why you would get an error message like you got here. So what I'm now going to do is after I save it, I'm going to hit this upload CSV. So now you see CSV parsed successfully. It does work. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to click on next, and it gives me two options. Click import to start importing your users, automatically activate new users if you wanted to, or it says do not create a password and only allow login via identity provider. So what this says is only use this option for users who will authenticate via an external identity provider. When selected, user will not be sent an activation. So we want to make sure everything works within Okta. So we're not going to do this. This is only for people who are logging in with another provider. But we're not going to automatically activate our users either. So I'm just going to leave this section empty, and they don't give us an option to choose on this. So I'm just going to click import users. And you'll see it will take a little while depending on how many users you add. I only have 2, and it gives us a nice little report at the end, right? So it's 2 new users updated, 0 updated users, 0 users unchanged, users with errors. So now if I come back here and I hit the refresh button, now I have my other users, but you see here it says course training, and then it says user course training. These are my 2 new users. If you remember, these are their email accounts, but you can see right here, it says stage, right? That is the status. If I want to, I can click activate. And if I activate, are you sure you want to activate this Okta user? An activation email will be sent to the user. Show user activation email. And it gives you an option so that you can see the user activation email. So I'm just going to click activate person, and it's still staged because I need to go ahead on the other account and now sign in and say I'm good to go. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the user activation part. We did that in the last video. But what I will do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit reload. and I've already activated it. I'm going into that email account for course training, and I've activated it. So now you can see that it's active because I set up my password and I set up my security questions, so on and so forth for my MFA. But for see this user course training, this wasn't set up yet. The user hasn't clicked on the activation. So this is a good thing for you to know. So if you are important users and somebody comes to you and says, hey, they can't sign in, or hey, they're saying that they never got any information, they're not signed in, you could easily check in Okta and say, oh, okay, they're still on stage. Did they open up their email account so this way they can sign in and view things? So users don't always know, but the system tells you certain things like this status active. You could see exactly where the user is in their lifecycle management process. So that's just a key thing for you to look at. So this way you can look at the system and understand what's going on for your users when you're enrolling them. So that is pretty much it. That is our important users video. If you haven't done so already, please smash that like and subscribe button. Please continue to watch with this Master in Okta series. I have a lot more videos. What we're going to talk about next is, if I'm correct, let me look at my course template. We are going to be talking about user types in Okta. So that is going to be our next video. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, smash and hit that like button. Also, you know what my mantra is. My goal is to get you from scholar to consultant, and of course, consultant to expert. Thank you. See you next time.